Welcome back to BikeBeat, and today, we're diving into one of the most talked about midweight motorcycles of the year, the 2026 Suzuki GT550. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it should. Suzuki has revived the classic GT badge, and while this isn't a two-stroke like the original 70s legend, what we have here is a thoroughly modern sport touring machine with retro roots and cutting-edge technology. Let's get right into it. At the heart of the 2026 GT550 is a newly tuned 549 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine. Suzuki has leveraged its proven 270-degree crank design from the SV650 lineage, giving it a strong, throaty low-end growl, smooth torque delivery, and solid mid-range punch. But what's new here is the refinement. The GT550 puts out around 67 horsepower and 45 lb-ft of torque, but thanks to ride-by-wire throttle and new dual-map ECU tuning, it feels much more responsive and crisp across the rev range. Whether you're cruising through the city or pushing on a twisty mountain road, the power band feels incredibly usable and confidence-inspiring. Where Suzuki really seems to have nailed it is in the balance between sporty agility and touring comfort. The GT550 gets a new steel trellis frame with a longer swing arm and revised rake angle. That translates to greater high-speed stability while still keeping the nimble character you'd expect from a bike in this category. Suspension duties are handled by a Showa SFFBP front fork and a link-type monoshock at the rear, both adjustable, which is a great touch for a midweight machine. Now let's talk tech, because Suzuki didn't hold back. The 2026 GT550 is equipped with a full-color 5-inch TFT display, crisp, bright, and now with smartphone connectivity. You've got turn-by-turn navigation, call and message alerts, music control, and Suzuki's MyRide app integration. You also get 3 riding modes: Eco, Standard, and Sport. Alongside a 5-level traction control system, ABS, and Suzuki's low RPM assist feature that makes low-speed riding or stop-and-go traffic a breeze. Add in the bi-directional quickshifter, and this bike punches well above its weight in tech features. Design-wise, the GT550 walks a fine line between heritage and modern appeal. The bodywork is sleek, with sculpted tank lines and an angular fairing that gives it a sporty silhouette. Up front, you've got a single LED projector headlamp flanked by sharp DRLs, while the tail section is clean and compact with integrated LED turn signals. One standout element is the dual exhaust setup, something you don't often see in this class anymore. It's a nod to the past GT models, but it's tuned for a rich exhaust note that's throaty without being obnoxious. The bike comes in 3 color schemes: metallic Triton blue, matte steel black, and a striking candy daring red. Each has a unique vibe, and they all look premium in person. The seat height is a manageable 805 mm, making it accessible to a wide range of riders, and Suzuki has really focused on ergonomics here. Now for the numbers. Suzuki has priced the 2026 GT550 starting at $8,699, very competitive considering the tech, performance, and refinement on offer. It slots right between beginner-friendly twins like the Yamaha R3 or KTM RC390 and the higher-spec middleweights like the Yamaha MT-07 or Kawasaki Ninja 650. But what sets the GT550 apart is its versatility. It's not trying to be a razor-sharp sport bike or a full-on touring rig, it sits confidently in the middle, offering the best of both. Fuel economy is solid too. Suzuki claims an average of 63 miles per gallon under mixed riding conditions, which should translate to around 250 miles on a full tank. That's more than enough for most riders and adds to its daily usability. And speaking of daily use, the clutch pull is light, the gearbox is buttery smooth, and the throttle response is refined without being twitchy. It feels like a very mature, well-rounded machine. So who is the GT550 for? Honestly, it could suit a wide range of riders. Beginners will appreciate its predictable power delivery and friendly ergonomics. Experienced riders will enjoy how composed and responsive it feels on twisties. And commuters or weekend warriors will love the tech, the comfort, and the mileage. It's an all-rounder in the truest sense. And that brings us to one of the biggest selling points of this bike, its personality. While many modern bikes feel almost sterile in their pursuit of perfection, the GT550 has soul. There's character in the way it revs, in the way it leans into corners, in how it settles into a long cruise. It reminds you why you fell in love with motorcycling in the first place, without making you compromise on safety or practicality. In a sea of look-alike machines, the 2026 Suzuki GT550 offers something a bit more distinctive. It's modern, but it remembers its roots. It's tech-packed, but approachable. It's sporty, but not intimidating. And it does all that with a price tag that makes sense. If you're looking for your next daily rider, your first sport tourer, or just something fresh that stands out in the middleweight market, the GT550 deserves a serious look. That's it for today's review. Let us know what you think of the new GT550 in the comments. Would you pick this over the MT-07 or the Ninja 650? And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more two-wheeled content every week. Ride safe, and we'll see you next time on Bike Beat.